Today on Channel 12, we're going to be learning about Juan Ponce de Leon, who explored much of Florida and also explored much of the Gulf of Mexico. We have my reporter Henry, my map man Jacob. Now let's cut over to the map.
I'm the map man. I'm Jacob. Today we are looking at Juan Ponce de Leon's voyage and where all he explored. So first he began in Spain, going down to Puerto Rico, and he traveled up around here, all the way up to where St. Augustine was. And then he traveled around the peninsula, going through the Gulf of Mexico, and then checking through all of the Bahamas, and then finally making it back to Puerto Rico.
Hi, I'm reporter Henry at Channel 12 News. This is the life of Juan Ponce de Leon before his journey. He was born into a noble family and was a page in the royal court of Aragon. He was born around 1474 in Santa Verse de Campos, Spain. Ponce de Leon traveled to the New World as a part of Christopher Columbus's second journey. He helped conquer Hispaniola, modern-day Dominican Republic, and Haiti, and became a military commander there.
My name is Anthony, and I'm going to be talking about the sponsorships of Juan Ponce de Leon's voyages. He was sponsored by the Spanish Crown King Ferdinand, which officially authorized Leon's exploration of the island of San Juan Bautista. So the Crown had wanted new islands and gold. And after his exploration, the Crown named him the governor of Puerto Rico in 1510.
Hi, I'm reporter Henry at Channel 12, and I'm interviewing King Ferdinand. So tell us, why did you sponsor Juan Ponce de Leon in his journey to Puerto Rico?
Well, I was really excited about the New World, a lot of new stuff. I was told there might be gold in Puerto Rico,
Okay.
and I was really excited for that. There's a lot more money for Spain, and expanding Spain, of course.
Yeah. And then, do you think his journey was a success for Spain?
Yeah, we created a colony, we got a lot of gold. I made him governor because he did such a great job for Puerto Rico.
Okay, sounds like a success to me.
This is the exploration and settlement of Puerto Rico in 1508 through 1511. Juan Ponce de Leon led an expedition to the island of Puerto Rico in 1508. He discovered the island and founded the settlement of Capara, the first European settlement in Puerto Rico. He was appointed the first governor of Puerto Rico in 1509, but was later removed from the position in 1511. In 1512, King Ferdinand granted Leon a royal contract to find and settle the island of Bimini. However, the exploration itself was sponsored by Leon himself. Now let's cut over to Henry as he interviews Juan Ponce de Leon.
I'm reporter Henry for Channel 12, and this is me interviewing Juan Ponce de Leon. Do you think that the journey to Puerto Rico helped Spain?
Yeah, I do believe it helped Spain quite a bit because I found a lot of gold that helped make Spain very rich and powerful. And I also found much new land that we've colonized to make many exports.
That sounds great. Do you think that your journey was a success?
I would say it's pretty successful with all the new land we found, especially in Florida. We found very much good land to use, and the same in Puerto Rico and the Bahamas.
A major part in Juan Ponce de Leon's journey was finding Florida. He set sail from Puerto Rico in March 1513 to search for the Bimini Islands because he was contracted by King Ferdinand to find them. During this time, there was a lot of rumors of the fountain of youth, but the main focus of the contract was practical matters like resources exploration and establishing relationships with locals. His ship sighted land in April 1513, which he claimed for Spain and named La Florida. In 1521, he led a second expedition to Florida with the goal of establishing a Spanish colony. His party was attacked by Native Americans, and he was wounded by a poison arrow.
The expedition of the New World was not as nice as it seemed. There was also a brutal side. There were crushing rebellions, forced labor and enslavement, and putting down uprisings. Juan Ponce de Leon's actions resulted in the enslavement and slaughter of thousands of Native people during his conquests of Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and Florida.
Today I'm on Channel 12. My name is Anthony, and I'm interviewing one of the natives from Florida. So, what do you think of Juan Ponce de Leon?
I think he was a really bad man. He terrorized and enslaved a lot of my people and crushed our uprising.
Really? So, did any of your uprisings succeed?
Sadly, no. He destroyed our only uprising, and it ended with him dying, even though our people were still enslaved.
That's very sad to hear. That's it from Channel 12. In conclusion to Juan Ponce de Leon's journey to Florida, it ended somewhat successfully. So he died in July 1521 in Havana, Cuba, from wounds sustained in an attack in Florida. And then they never found the Fountain of Youth, which he had searched for. And they explored and found many ports of Florida, like the Keys and the Gulf Stream, and they also found the Gulf of Mexico. They angered many of the natives due to their enslaving them. And then they also gained gold, land, and Spain gained much power from their journeys. They were credited for being the first Europeans to colonize Puerto Rico and discover Florida.